In today's video, we're going to look at diagrams involving angles and create more equations to solve for the angles in the diagram. Now, in this case, before now, we've been doing substitution, right? We're substituting in the angle measures into an equation to solve for x, all right? But now these look a little bit different. And so sometimes the equations can be solved using elimination instead of substitution. So in order to create our equations, we take a look at our angles and how they relate to each other. So in the first top angle right here in this problem, you notice these make a straight line. We know that when you add those two angles together, it's going to be 180 degrees. So that's going to be our first equation. 3x plus 2y is 180 degrees. We take a look at the other numbers right here, 4y and 1.5x. They also make 180 degrees, right? They make a straight line. They're supplementary. And when we add them together, it's going to equal 180. Now, I got to be careful because I want to line up the y's and the x's. So I'm going to put 1.5x first and then plus 4y. That's so I can line up the x's and the y's so that I can do elimination. So there's my two equations. We have a system of equations. Now I take a look at my coefficients. All right, can 1.5 go into 3? Yeah, twice. If I multiply the bottom equation by 2, it will go into that. But I'm going to multiply by -2 because I want to eliminate, right? So I multiply each of these terms by -2, and I'm going to write this over here. So I'm going to have -3x. -2 times 4y is -8y. And -2 times 180 is -360. And then rewrite the top equation just so I line everything up. 3x plus 2y is 180. Now I can solve this using elimination because these cancel. 2y minus 8y is -6y. 180 minus 360 is -180. Divide both sides by -6. And you get y is positive 30. Okay, solve for y. Now I got to solve for x. I would plug it into the top equation, honestly, since that looks easier to figure out. So we have 3x plus 2 times 30, right, equals 180. And solve that. 3x plus 60 is 180 minus 60 from both sides. You get 3x is 120. Divide both sides by 3. My x is 40. So I found my x and I found my y, but I'm not done with the problem, right? Because I've got to figure out the angle measures, right? So I got to plug them in. And they should make sense, right? They should add up to 180. So when I plug these in, right, plug in y over here, 2 times 30 is 60 degrees. And then I plug this one in, 40, right, into here. 3 times 40 is 120 degrees. And actually, those add up to 60 degrees. And I could do the same thing with the other ones, right? 4 times 30 is, right, for this one, 4 times 30 is 120. 1.5 times 40 is 60. So I'm going to label my diagram now. Remember, all the acute angles are the same, right? So this is 60, this is 60. This is 60, this is 60. And then the obtuse angles are all 120. This is 120, 120, 120. And then I have a completely filled out diagram. So just the small tweak in setting up the problems in the beginning, knowing that you have two supplementary angles. So you take those terms and add them together to equal 180, and then use elimination to solve them. All right, so that's it for today's video. Work on these problems in class. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.